Greetings from the past, fellow time travelers. I am the Sporkinator, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time HD. In the last episode, we began the Shadow Temple, and now we are ready to continue it right from the point we left off. In fact, on the same day and in the same recording session, which is always nice, because then I don't forget what I was doing. So yeah, I'm actually feeling a whole lot better in this recording session than I was in my last one, which was last week, actually. And I'm killing the Stoffos again, even though there's no reason to, just because I find him annoying, I guess. But yeah, even in death, my grandpa will be remembered, and part of the reason I saved this story for this temple about my grandpa, you should go watch the previous episode if you don't know what I'm talking about, was because this temple, represents death and torture everywhere. And so I figured it would be kind of appropriate to talk about the passing of my grandfather in the death temple, as it were. He will be missed. In fact, I may have already spoken about this before, but yeah, we checked him into respite care where he was, because he was staying here while he was, obviously declining and not doing as well anymore. So what we did, is we checked him into respite care so we would have a slight break from having to take care of him, because both me and my mother we both work full time. So taking care of him is, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but it was a huge inconvenience and a huge burden on us. I don't want to say it like that, though, because I love my grandpa to death. No pun intended. Oh, this is not the time for puns. But yeah, my grandpa, oh man, we checked him into respite care where he was supposed to stay for 5 days, and if I could actually finish the sentence, I could get through this story. But during those 5 days, he, of course, passed away. And so then I got to attend his memorial on November 7th. And I'm so glad I went, too, because the funny thing is I work 4 p.m. to 1 a.m., and the memorial was at 8:30 or 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or something. It was basically a time when I would normally be asleep, so I had to chug a monster and just deal with it, because I was not going to miss out on that. Anyway, this says here, only one with the Eye of Truth will find the stone umbrella that protects against the Rain of Blades. And if we use our lens of truth again, hoobity-hoobity-hoobity-ha. There we go. We could actually get this without the lens of truth, but yeah, it reveals that there is a block here. So yeah, I very much enjoyed attending my grandpa's memorial. We all got to say something about him and talk about our memories and the stories he used to tell and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm so glad I went, because I took my 3 days off from work for bereavement time, basically paid time off to allow me to attend the memorial without having to suffer financially or anything. It's really nice having full-time benefits. If there's one thing that doesn't suck about working 40 hours per week, it's the benefits, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it to be able to not miss out on that and still get paid. Oh, it was great. So I'm not hurting financially or anything, and I was able to attend once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to my grandpa's memorial, So I at the memorial, I talked about how he built his own house and how we used to see his house back in its earlier stages and all that stuff. And man, I'm so glad I went. If I had ended up somehow not going, I would have been mad, because that was the whole reason I took the 3 days off, was to go to that. So I regret nothing. I'm so glad I went. Although when I came home from that, I tell you what, man, Monster's full of caffeine, but that's no substitute for sleep. So as soon as I came home from going to the memorial that day, I just went right to sleep, and I slept all day long. In fact, that probably threw my sleep schedule completely off whack, but I think I've somehow managed to get it back on track, because I had no trouble going to work recently. So it's good to know that I recovered from that ordeal, if you could even call it an ordeal. But yeah, oh man. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I suppose this LP could be dedicated to Satoru Iwata, and my grandpa now, because now that's 2 great men that are now missing from the world. So yeah, we remember them as the legendary men that they both were. I never knew Satoru Iwata, but of course I did know my grandpa. Boy, he was a crazy old man, he was. But we all loved him, because he was family, and family means no one gets left behind. Yes, that was a Lilo and Stitch reference. That's actually another movie that I had not seen that I recently watched in the past few months, I want to say, but I don't know, because everything's a blur to me. But yeah, I ended up watching, I think I watched it on Netflix, actually, Lilo and Stitch. I finally got around to seeing that movie, like, earlier this year. I will say it was definitely earlier this year, although I don't remember the exact date that I ended up watching it. And it was good. It was really good. I'm so glad I watched it. And I think there was, like, a Lilo and Stitch 2, but I didn't watch that yet. Maybe I will at some point. It's probably also good, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So don't spoil anything. But anyway, we have some invisible platforms here, and there's a moving platform there. Ooh, that's quite crazy indeed. So yeah, back there we got a small key, and here we have another locked door. And this is why I say that this temple, in some ways, is a lot easier and a lot more linear than the dungeons we have played through previously. We do still have the hover boots on, right? Because there are actually spikes in front of us. It's a trap, but with the hover boots, we're able to walk right over them. So collecting these silver rupees should really be no problem at all. And I think there might be a target around here somewhere. There we go, we can do that. Is my internet connection cutting on and off? Steam is telling me there's disconnect from streaming. Oh well, who cares? I don't actually stream, I just like having both my PCs logged into my Steam account. That way if I use my laptop, I'm all good. So we just kill the re-deads and get them out of our way, because why not? And funny, when you kill one, the other one will actually start walking towards the dead one to investigate it to see what happened. But naturally, he was not expecting us to come over and kill him. Alright, so in here we have probably a small key, right? Because we are going to need one to access that door up there. Crapola, can't even move with these darn hover boots on. No traction. A blue rupee, okay, never mind. Oh, I'm standing right on the spikes that I can't see. And I pulled out a bomb because I'm an idiot. Okay, so, finish collecting these silver rupees here. We could actually make some progress. How many are there left? Just two? I think there's just two. Okay, so I'm currently standing in a safe spot. I think if I just grapple this here. Yeah, not bad at all. What about that one? Lens of truth, lend me your truthiness. Okay, we're good. This is the last one. I think I can just hover right over to it. That's the whole idea, right? Okay, the door here opened up. Okay, good. That opened up the door. This is probably where we can actually get our small key. However, when we check the map, there's no chest on the map. However, I think there is actually a gold Skulltula behind here. So we should go ahead and take care of that. I hope I haven't missed any so far. I think I'm good. They're not that hard to find. Okay, I hear keys flying around, which is always bad news. Fire keys, I see one of them. If they just stay away from me, maybe I don't have to kill them. I don't know. Where am I? Holy crap, I can't even see. The camera is doing a thing. These are not all of them, though. There were some flying around, and ooh, I can't believe they're giving me so many hearts. Like, I took a lot of damage from the previous rooms with the spinning blade of doom, destruction, and death, but they just gave me all my health back. So much for making things difficult. Anyway, as you can see, our next goal is to throw a bomb or a bomb flower into the thing and explode it. Watch carefully. See that small key? That's a small key there. Ah, screw it. I'm pulling out my bow. We're gonna deal with these fire keys once and for all. Ah, just kidding. There'll probably be more in the Spirit Temple. Who knows? Now, can I aim without targeting? That's something I can usually never do, so I'm surprised I got that. Oh, because we do actually have to kill them all to open the door. I didn't even realize that. Okay, we're good then. We're very good. But before we leave, let's not forget to get the small key, which was stealthily hidden without a chest. They did the same thing to us in the bottom of the well, and I think I said that even the Shadow Temple was going to do something like that, so there you have it. There it is right there. The sometimes super hard to find small key of sorts. Of course. Okay, so there is an invisible target up here on the ceiling. So that is how we reach this locked door. Do I really need the darn boots on? Oh well, I'll take them off in the next room, perhaps. Okay, what do we got? Death and torture everywhere? Naturally, this is the Shadow Temple, it's all about that. Okay, so here we are. Believe it or not, we're actually gonna need the iron boots, because that fan is gonna keep blowing us backwards with its wind, and we won't ever be able to get through. But with the iron boots, we become steadfast and unmovable by things as weak as wind. Am I right or am I right? Alright. I don't know why I side hop. Maybe it's faster, maybe it's not. Especially with the iron boots on, it's really questionable. But I think we can actually grapple onto this wooden beam up here. Okay, that went well. Very well indeed. And we've got fans blowing us side to side in here, so might as well just keep the iron boots on the whole time, and we should be good to go. Should be good, should be good. Now, we don't actually have to go in here, believe it or not, but I will do it anyway, because there is a chest in here with probably some arrows. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna use a spin attack with Bigoron's sword to take out both of the Redeads, because that's my favorite strat for that situation right there. And get my magic refill, because I do need a little bit. Is there another one? I don't need it though, so I'm not gonna bother. There's actually a hint on this wall here, or whatever. It says, "Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path." Fascinating. Okay, but before we leave, there is a chest hidden here with nothing important in it. I think it's just arrows, but I'm at 38 arrows, so why not have 40? There you have it, maxed out on arrows. So now that we have that hint about letting the wind guide us... Shield from the fire. Lens of Truth reveals there is actually a thing over there. So we're gonna switch to the hover boots. And assuming everything goes well, I'm gonna be blown right over by the fan. I don't know why, I always think that's gonna be difficult, and yet my last 10 playthroughs of this game, a lot of them were off screen by the way, I don't think I ever fail at that anymore. Like, it just seems to work out every time, I don't know why. No complaints though. I don't like failing if I don't have to. Okay, so once again, 2 Gibdos at opposing sides of the room. Spin attack with Bigoron's sword, and they're dead. And I think there's a pot coming after me, I better move. It's frozen in time though while this chest appears. As we can see, there's a locked door in front of us, so we need a small key, which is quite naturally in this chest. Or is it? It's not. So you're like, then what? But you take a look at your map, and the compass indicates that there is another chest hidden in this room. And in fact, we're facing right towards it, so it must be underneath that pile of crap. So let's get our bombs out, which I could use more of. I'm not hurting for bombs, but I could use more, just saying. Anyway, we blow up this pile of crap, and there's nothing there, right? Wrong. Invisible chest. Can see it with the lens of truth. Open it up, and then we get our small key. Ooh, they're getting tricky now. I think we're almost to the end, though. I'm not sure how far away we are from the end, to be quite honest. But I suppose we'll keep going until a certain point of some kind. I don't really know. I don't rightly know. Oh, we're on the other side of the thing, remember? I showed you guys this, I think it was in the previous episode. I briefly showed you guys this room from above where we were blocked by the block. And the block we were blocked by was blocking the block. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But we're gonna pull and push this block all the way so we can reach that ladder on the other side, naturally. This is gonna take a while, so bear with me here, and I hear a gold skulltula, I think. Well, I mean, they sound the same as regular skulltulas, but whenever I hear one, I always suspect that it might be a golden one, because you're better safe than sorry, am I right? Who am I kidding? I'm always right. No, I'm not. Anyway, we're almost there now. There's a door here. That's the one I came in, though. Never mind. Like, I don't know why I'm sometimes really stupid while recording games. Like, how does that happen? Is it because I'm multitasking? Like, does talking and playing a game at the same time count as multitasking? I guess it does. I suppose so. So yeah, before we get this ferry ride rolling, obviously with Zelda's Lullaby, because there's a Triforce here. I mean, there's not actually a reason to go over there, because we can reach the Skulltula from here. But I suppose I will show this off anyway, because it's really cool. Alright, so we got our Skulltula. Let's suppose we want those hearts, which, oddly enough, we can't seem to grab onto them with the hookshot. So, if we want to actually get over there, we're gonna have to pull out our ocarina and play the Scarecrow's song. Well, I knew the Konami code would come in handy. It's so much easier to remember and play than the other Scarecrow song I was using before. Anyway, so this is how we get the hearts, if we should need them for some reason. So now that that is taken care of, we're ready to get the ferry ride started, so just, shoot. Give me a moment to climb up onto the boat here, and we'll be good to go. Yes, we will. Okay, stand on the Triforce and play Zelda's Lullaby. Standard protocol at this point. We've done this so many times. It doesn't really get too old, though. I mean, I am having fun. I don't mind it as much as I used to mind it. I remember I used to complain to myself all the time about this. But I don't know why, it just seems to be a non-issue now. Maybe I have a greater love for the game now than I had before, I don't know. But we're gonna have to fight Stalfos while we're on here, so get your sword ready as soon as the cutscene ends. Come on, end for me. Okay, Stalfos number 1. I find that these low stabs are actually the most effective thing ever. And we don't just want to blindly spam them. I kind of do attack with a rhythm, like, oh, he's behind me. Okay. I attack with a rhythm, like boom, boom. Oh my gosh, he fell off! Hey! Oh man, that works too. I'm not even mad. Well, that makes the boat ride a whole lot easier if you manage to get rid of both Stalfos that quickly. You can basically just stand here and relax, which I guess is kind of nice. Anyway, we're now arriving at our next destination. Oh boy, I see bomb flowers on the other side, and I see a locked door on the other side. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Your mom, the ship is sinking. Abandoned ship, get onto the safe platform. We're good. And I wanted to watch the ship sink, but it doesn't really matter. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna smash these pots. They give you arrows, so that it is kind of a hint of what you need to do to get across. I mean, there is more than one way to get across if you know the Scarecrow's song. But basically, shooting these bomb flowers will allow us to get across. Actually, we're not gonna go across yet, because we don't have the small key we need. But yeah, we might as well just go ahead and take care of that now, because why not? And... well, yeah, I guess I could show you the other way to get across, so I don't think I'm likely to be using it later. But if we stand right about here, I don't want to walk off the edge. Up, up, down, down, left, right. That is my Scarecrow song. Yours may be different, of course, because this is a song you invent yourself. I thought it might be useful to review these instructions. But yeah, we can use Pierre to get up there and collect those pieces of, not pieces of heart, but hearts, if we want. But anyway, our next destination is actually this way. There's a couple of things we need to get. We obviously need a small key to get through that door, but we're also gonna need a boss key at some point, because all the adult dungeons have their boss lairs locked up with a big lock that requires that special key. So I'm just gonna kind of avoid those enemies there. If I could see the walls, that would be handy. I'm just gonna go around from the place I entered, heading to the right. So if we head to the right from where we came in, that puts us going into this door here. And this might be the one we're supposed to do last, but I'm doing it first, and I don't suppose it really matters. But right here, we actually need to pull out Din's Fire. I don't know if I need to wait for the things to get close or not. I suppose it's not a bad idea. Anyway, when we cast Din's Fire, we can actually burn down both of the things that are coming in to crush us. And apparently there's redeads in the room too, I can hear them. So yeah, just chop that guy to smithereens. What do we have in this chest? Is it the small key that I want? I hope it is. It's rupees. Probably a shield replacement or rupees, something like that. Wow, I guess the Din's Fire weakens them so they go down with only one hit from Bigoron's sword. Oh, okay, so in this room we're getting the boss key, as you can see. Da-da-da-da! You got the boss key. Now you can see inside the chamber where the boss lurks. Okay, so I know we've probably been going for 20 minutes at this point, but there's only a couple more rooms to do, so I would like to go ahead and knock them out in this episode, and I promise this time I'm not gonna split it. We will be getting to the boss door before I end off here. So once again, continuing to the right from where we were previously, you could go right or left, just pick a direction and stick with it as usual. Oh, there's nothing important in here except a gold skulltula. You see, we could drop bomb flowers into the skull things, but all you get for that is rupees. So I don't usually pass on this. I usually do like to show it off. But basically, I am going to skip on it this time because there's no reason. I'm already at max rupees. Basically, after you blow all three of those things up, a ring of rupees appears, like a mixture of red ones, green ones, and blue ones, I think. But anyway, you get a ton of rupees for blowing all those up, but I have no reason to because I'm already at max rupees. Sad face. Anyway, let's avoid this wall master, or floor master as it were, and go into the final door of this area. What do we have in here? It's an invisible floor master! When it splits up, destroy all the pieces before they reunite. Okay, so we have our shield. Chop it up, and then use Din's Fire to kill the pieces. I know we can't see them, but trust me, all Floor Masters are the same. Well, that went well. Oh, a chest is appearing. This probably contains our small key, which we are gonna need to get to the boss door. Because I think the boss door is just past that locked door. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played the Shadow Temple, but I think that is what's going on. So, yeah, magic refill. I don't really need magic. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So let's head on back. Turn on the lens of truth. Avoid everything. And go back the way that we first came in here, and that should take us back to the room with the locked door. And I think we're good now, yes. Scarecrow song, or that way, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Scarecrow song thing again. Not because I have to. It's really sad that I have to play it again. Like, why couldn't Pierre just stick around? Because you leave the room and he runs off, I guess. Whoa, I'm surprised I could reach that. I didn't have a target telling me I could. I think if I'm really clever here, I can jump slash onto that. Oh, well, it's just a heart, so it's not that important. I'm not going to waste time on it like I did with the Scarecrow just now. Oh, man. Wait, is there another gold Skulltula behind here? It would have been right around here. No, that's in Master Quest. I'm thinking Master Quest for some reason. Okay, so yeah, I think the last Skulltula is actually in this room. I will double check before I end, because I do want to know whether or not I succeeded in getting them all. There is one in here, right? I don't know. Oh, I've already got all the Skulltulas in the Shadow Temple. I'm good. Well, that's weird, but I'm happy. That's good news. I'm glad. We're good. Oh, I need hover boots. We're almost done with the episode here, guys, so hang in there. Alright, Lens of Truth. Allow us to see these platforms. I guess I'm not Skulltula hunting. I thought maybe there was one left in here, but once again, I must be thinking Master Quest. Yeah. Like, I haven't played Master Quest that many times, but for some reason, I have a lot of memories of Master Quest while I'm Skulltula hunting. Anyway, here we are at the boss door, and I'm gonna de-equip the hover boots because I'm not gonna need them. So, in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we take on the boss of the Shadow Temple. I would like to thank you guys for watching. I am the Sporkinator, and I forgot to say I may not be perfect in the last episode, didn't I? Anyway, I may not be perfect, but at least I attended my grandpa's memorial and remembered a legendary man. Anyway, goodbye for now. I will see you in the future.